Hello again, sports fans. Jeff Cook reporting from Littlestown High School, the showdown for the YAIAA Division III Championship. A pair of 5-0 teams come in here tonight, and it will be decided. Paul Plank is here to provide the lens work. A crisp, clear Friday night, perhaps record-setting low temperatures. So it's really going to be a matter of desire tonight. You have two teams, got off to a slow start. Littlestown 0-3. They've come on, they've won 5 of their last 6. Bermudian, no great shakes at 1-2, but now they've won 6 in a row, so they are 7-2. Littlestown 5-4, both 5-0 in the conference. Littlestown plays very tough defense. They held Southwestern to 3 points until somewhere in the fourth quarter when the Mustangs finally pulled away. Meanwhile, Bermudian runs the wing tee to near perfection under Coach John Defoe. They're disciplined. The line has improved. Chad Lockman is a 6'3", 230-pound tackle who leads the charge for the offensive line. They have 2 1,000-yard running backs, Ryan Spar and Brian Ford. Spar, a senior, Ford, a junior, who has really burst on the scene this year, literally and figuratively, with 16 touchdowns. Leads the area in yards per attempt. Very speedy. They'll have to account for him, but you know, you put your focus on Ford, and Spar runs wild, so pick your poison. Meanwhile, for Littlestown, they kind of have a 3-headed monster. Brian Zelenko is a power runner between the tackles. Corey Beaver can do it all. He can get inside and outside. And quarterback Luke Ricart is the leading, well, he's not the leading rusher as a quarterback because Alex Smith holds that distinction, but he's probably number 2 with over 600 yards. Dave Bowersox, the public address announcer here. So it was senior night tonight, lots of festivities. We enjoyed the pit beef sandwich, and we're loaded up with hot coffee. Temperature at kickoff will probably be just a few degrees above freezing. It is very frigid out here. Fortunately, not much wind to speak of. What wind there is blows from our left to our right. And tonight's game is brought to you by our fine underwriters that include Adams County National Bank, serving our local communities since 1857. Kenny's Market, family owned and operated since 1958. Stores to serve you in Littlestown, Tawnytown, Spring Grove, and Gettysburg. The pub and restaurant, Lincoln Square in Gettysburg, open 7 days a week, where good friends meet. The pub and restaurant. Jeff Schaefer of RE/MAX. Nobody sells more real estate worldwide than RE/MAX, and nobody sells more real estate in Adams County than Jeff Schaefer and RE/MAX. And Walmart of Gettysburg, where is satisfaction guaranteed? Where do you always find the low price? Walmart of Gettysburg. And last but not least, Doug Kump, Bank of Hanover Mortgage Services. With over 28 years of experience, Doug Kump is the man for a quote for a local mortgage. Give him a call, 338-3045. Thanks to our fine underwriters. We'll be back with the opening kickoff here on ACTV. High school football game of the week. Bermudian Springs at Littlestown.
Here come the Eagles.
Have arrived. Coach Defoe's wearing shorts.
Get ready.
So are some of his assistants. Maybe it's the power of illusion. You wear shorts and you feel warm. I don't know. I don't want to try it. And here come the Thunderbolts on senior night. I'm talking about an 0-3 start, but those 3 teams were Southwestern, New Oxford, a pair of 8-1 teams, and surprising, improving Kennerdale still has a shot for the playoffs. Other action around the area tonight: Hanover at Biglerville, Gettysburg at Lawrence Dolphin. The Warriors can get in the district playoffs with a win, but even if they don't win, they can get in, depending on who else might lose. One thing is certain, well, there are no ties. We almost saw overtime last week. Paul Pike has returned from a well-deserved vacation in the great state of Texas, where he got to experience the bright Friday lights of Texas high school football. Yeah, you'd think he would do something else on a Friday night, but some things just come naturally. Joe Hicks in his stand-in fine job.
Thanks, Sam.
Under adverse conditions. The rain was, although the rain was falling vertically compared with 10 years ago when it was falling horizontally. Much more frigid, Arctic type of night. Back in '96, that was decided in overtime with the Patriots winning 3-0. Here, the weather, except for a little chill, not a factor. No precipitation, a little wind, but it really won't be a factor here. So, you know, if this gets down and down in the trenches, it might be a matter of who can execute the passing game, and it might have to get the Thunderbolts. Freeport is an experienced quarterback. He's got Corey Hegarty, a wideout, and Nate Murray, a tight end, pretty solid targets. Meanwhile, over for the Eagles, Tyler Deputy started the first 6 games, and Ronnie Davis, who won the job, was out for the first 6 games with an injured wrist. He came back in week 7 over the win over DeLone, provided a spark. He's been in there ever since. Defoe said, well, you know, he had hoped that Ronnie Davis would get more reps in the passing game, but the scores the last couple of weeks just not have allowed that to happen. The Eagles have just been having their way with people. Corey Beaver and Luke Ricard are deep. Tyler Deputy, it's a mid-range kick. Taken by one of the upbacks out to the 34-yard line.
Back to the 35-yard line. Greg Mumlin on the tackle for the Eagles. First and 10, Thunderbolts.
So it's 1st and 10 for the Thunderbolts. Corey Beavers, the deep back, and he takes the pitch. Finds running room, twists and spins for about 7 yards.
Stop by number 30, Brett Sipe.
Brett Sipe on the stop.
2nd down and 4, gain of 6 on that play.
Dave Bowersox calls it 6 yards, and who am I to disagree? So it's 2nd and 4. Tight end Nate Murrin to the near side. 3 receivers to the far. They pitch it to Beaver. Sipe again on the tackle. Brett Sipe blew that play up before I had a chance to get started. I'm going to call it no gain, and it's 3rd and 4. Good swarm by Brett Sipe from his linebacker position. Penetrated, and Beaver had nowhere to go. Hegarty and Murrin to the near side. along with Jordan Staub. Shotgun formation for Ricard. Rolls to his left. It's a designed running play. Oh, Sipe again in on the stop. Was there first. He came up hard and prevented Beaver from picking up the first down. They're going to go for it on 4th down. 4th and 2 in their own territory. Maybe they'll try to draw them off sides. Oh, yeah, good discipline. Well, we talked at the top about the discipline of Coach John Defoe's teams, and they didn't fall for it in that situation. They tried to draw them off sides, and maybe now they'll punt it. So Littlestown has to burn a timeout. Just underway here in the first quarter, 9:57 to go. Still in the timeout. We'll stay right with the action. Cheerleaders in their home swan song, perhaps. Littlestown can get into the playoffs with a win. The Bermudian Springs Eagles are already in. Where to go after the game or for lunch or dinner 7 days a week? It's the pub and restaurant. Victuals, libations galore. Lisa Grimm and her fine staff. They're personable and professional at the pub and restaurant. Open 7 days a week for your enjoyment. It's where good friends meet. Line of scrimmage, their own 43. Murrin to punt. Kicks it away. The kick is taken at about the 24-yard line. Excellent coverage. 33-yard punt. Just a couple of yard return. Bermudian will start 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line. Mike Rebert is the center. Davis at the controls. Ryan Spark off the left to the right side. Good job by the defense to stack it up. Armacost finished it off, but there early was Zach Fair. And Spar held a 2-yard pickup.
Armacost and Fair on the tackle.
Adam Smith, split end to the far side. Play action. Davis looking for backside help. Gets it. Clint Kramer thrown behind him. Couldn't quite hang on. Just thrown barely behind him.
85, Clint Kramer.
So it's 3rd and nearly 7 yards to go. Nearly 8 yards to go, I should say. Ronald McCreary splits to the far side. Motion. Play action. Davis has time. Oh, incomplete. Intended for Paul LaRue. And it's 3 and out for both squads. Davis's throw, catchable it looked like. And LaRue couldn't bring it down. So line of scrimmage on their own 28. 9 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Jeff Cook and Paul Plank bringing you Adams Community Television High School Football. Brian Ford gets it away, taken at the 44. Armacost is tackled from behind. Good pursuit by the Eagles. 28-yard punt for Ford. And on the exchange, the Thunderbolts have pretty decent field position. And are you looking to buy or sell real estate, or maybe need some real estate appraised, Jeff Schaefer of RE/MAX is the man to call, 338-0881. Nobody sells more real estate worldwide than RE/MAX, and nobody sells more real estate in Adams County than Jeff Schaefer and RE/MAX. He's an outstanding agent, outstanding results. First and 10, Thunderbolts. Ricard out of the tailback position, took a pitch. Jordan Staub took the snap. So Ricard got about 3 yards. It's 2nd and 7. Staub hands off to Ricard. This time he got maybe a yard.
Gained about a yard.
3rd and a long 6.
3rd down and 7.
So 3rd and 6 for the Bolts. Corey Beaver split to the near side with Hegarty as a flanker. Jordan Staub out of the shotgun completes it to Hegarty for first down yardage and more.
Second by Mitchell Highland.
22 yards. First down of the night. Hegarty cradled it, a well-thrown ball. Staub rolling to his left, threw across his body, and threw a strike. Well, there's a little wrinkle that Coach Defoe and his team might not have been prepared for. Jordan Staub taking the snaps at quarterback. Play action. He's outside. He shouldn't have hesitated, but he's going to gain yardage, but I think he had big yardage had he just taken off. There was nobody there to hem him in.
Second down and 8.
Staub gets 2 yards on the scramble. Where are low prices found every day? Where is satisfaction guaranteed? Always the low price at Walmart of Gettysburg on York Road, just east of town. Dan Twigg and Sally Heller and all the good people at Walmart. They're open 24/7 for your shopping convenience. Walmart of Gettysburg, we thank you. 2nd and 8 at the Bermudian 28. First quarter action. The pitch. Ricard has a seam. It looks like he's got the first down. At about the 18, it is a first down. Bryant Meckley, how are you? Good, good.
Take it out.
First and 10. Staub hands off to Ricard. Ricard, the running back. Looks like he got close to 5 yards. 2nd and 5. So Ricard already 5 carries for 20 yards. Well, the future is now for Littlestown. So George Staub, a junior, takes over for Luke Reichart here in week 10. Reichart in the deep slot behind Staub takes the handoff. Sipe hit him low, but Ricard kept going. Family owned and operated since 1958. It's Kenny's Market. Stores to serve you in Tawnytown, Spring Grove, Gettysburg, and right here in Littlestown. Special thanks to Sherry and PK Hoover and all the good folks at Kenny's. Don't forget your Kenny's preferred customer card. It's your passport to a world of savings at Kenny's Market. 3rd and a yard. Staub straight ahead. Looks like he has the first down.
First down.
It's going to be 1st and goal at about the 9.
Mike Leonard.
Just inside the 9.
First down and goal.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by Doug Kump, Bank of Hanover Mortgage Services with over 28 years of experience. Doug Kump's the one to talk to for a quote. 1st and goal from the 8. Jordan Staub out of the shotgun. Fake the draw. Incomplete. Give Doug Kump a call today, 338-3045, or stop in at the York Street Gettysburg office. Doug Kump, Bank of Hanover Mortgage Services. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. That number again, 338-3045. Call Doug Kump for a quote today. Second time out for Littlestown. 2nd and goal coming up from the 8-yard line. My favorite place to bank, it's Adams County National Bank for all your banking, financial planning, insurance, accounting services, and more. Their commitment is you. They do it all for you at AC&B. Special thanks to Tom Ritter and Ron Hankey and all the good folks at Adams County National Bank, serving our community since 1857. That's 149 years, my friend. Littlestown has burned 2 of their 3 timeouts already in the first quarter with 4:08 to go. And we'll pause as well. 2nd and goal from the 8. Oh, the snap goes over Ricard's head, and he has to fall on it.
And the ball goes back
All the way to the 33.
to 30.
A loss of 25 yards. That devastates the rushing total.
Third down and 33 yards for the touchdown.
3rd and goal from the 33. What a revolting development that was for Littlestown. On the verge of a score, the snap over Ricard's head, and he had to fall on it. Back at the 33. 3rd down. Short drop. Ricard lets fly a quail, and it's intercepted. Intercepted. McCreary with a pick.
Intercepted by number 23,
Ronnie McCreary with the INT.
And the Eagles take over.
So Bermudian Spriggs, at least for the moment, dodges a bullet, and they'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 18. Well, you know, Staub looked like he has the better arm based on what we've seen so far. Brian Ford sort of rolled into the line of scrimmage. Not much penetration by the offensive line. Call it a yard pickup for Ford.
And the drop. From Hanson, that is.
So far, 2 carries, 3 yards for the 1,000-yard team. Of course, they've only had 4 plays from scrimmage. Littlestown dominated the first quarter in time of possession so far. 2.5 minutes to go in the first. 3 receivers to the far side for Davis. Rolls to his left. Tucks the football. It's a running play all the way. And Davis got about 9 yards, and he'll move the chains. That was a running play by design. Davis used those receivers as blockers and moves the chains. Davis showed a lot of mobility against Stallone. getting to showcase his talents. Pulls it out, finds a seam, he's gone! He's gone! They're gonna catch him! And he waits for the defense. I don't know what he was waiting for unless he was injured. That was a huge gain. Found the seam. 36 yards on the carry. I thought he was gone, but I guess there's a difference between quickness and speed. He was quickly through the hole, but yeah, he waited for the tacklers to escort him to the turf. Be that as it may, a big gain for Ronnie Davis. He seems to be okay. I guess he wasn't used to being that wide open. Oh, Spar fumbled. And the Bolts have it. Nate Murrin on the recovery.
Nate Murrin jumps on the ball.
Dueling turnovers here in the first quarter as the Eagles cough it right back. I'm not sure Spar ever had a good handle on it on the exchange. Staub hands it off. That time there was nothing there. Tyler Stanball, good penetration. Ricart on the carry, got about 2.
Second down and 8.
So it's 2nd and 8. A minute and change here in quarter number 1. Frigid night, but you know what? It's not too bad. Once you keep moving, I'm sure conditions are pretty tolerable for the players out there. Receiver stacked to the far side. 2nd and 8. Staub to throw. Rolls to his right. That's going to be picked off. Intercepted. Spar returns the favor. Oh, I'm not. They held up though. The trail official threw the flag because it looked like a late hit, but it also looked like. Thank you to all the fine people here at Littlestown. Davis Strine got whistled, and they're going to mark that off. So the late hit after the INT.
That's Raptors personal foul against the Thunderbolts. Going to give the Eagles a few more yards. Ball's going to be spotted on the 26-yard line. With 1st and 10 for the Eagles.
All the way to the Littlestown 26. 1st and 10 Bermudian. Davis still has the football. This time, Spar has a handle on it. Matt Helm, secret agent, came up and destroyed that play. 2 yards for Spar. Had his pins cut out from under him by the secret agent Matt Helm. I think that was Dean Martin's short venture into spy movies, the Matt Helm series. Ford wrapped up into backfield by Corey Beaver. For good measure, it was Joe Hansen. And that'll do it for quarter number 1. We're scoreless. We'll pause. 3rd and 7. Oh, Davis, that play. Ricart sniffed it out. Derek Mummert lost a couple.
4th down and 10. Loss of 2 on the play.
So it's 4th and 10. No 40-yard field goal attempt. Eagles are going to go for it. Split backs behind Ronnie Davis. Gets low in the crouch. Oh, looked like he was trying to go out to Clint Kramer, who was split to the far side, and Coach DeVoe wants to talk about it, a timeout. Scoreless here as we get underway in the second quarter. A chance to talk about tonight's fine sponsors. Kenny's Market, with stores to serve you in Tawnytown, Gettysburg, Spring Grove, and right here in Littlestown. Don't forget your Kenny's Preferred Customer Card. It's your passport to a world of savings. Kenny's commitment is to the communities they serve. Special thanks to PK and Sherry Hoover and all the good folks at Kenny's Market. Fresh food, friendly folks at Kenny's. Looking to buy or sell real estate, or maybe you need some real estate appraised? There's only one man to call, Jeff Schaefer of RE/MAX, 338-0881. He's an outstanding agent, outstanding results. Nobody sells more real estate worldwide than RE/MAX, and nobody sells more real estate in Adams County than Jeff Schaefer and RE/MAX. Davis, 4th down and 10, setting up a screen to Ford, and he fumbled the football. Either way, it's going to be Bolt's ball. This is a turnover fest. So Ford made the catch and paid for it, lost 4 yards, had the football come loose, and the Bolts will take over 1st and 10 at their own 33. Jeff Schaefer of RE/MAX, 338-0881. He's an outstanding agent, outstanding results. 1st and 10 Bolts, 11:06 to go in the half. I formation behind Jordan Staub, and now the final timeout of the half by Littlestown. On senior night, they've got a lot to talk about. Where to go after the game or for lunch or dinner 7 days a week, the pub and restaurant, that's where. Victuals, libations galore. What's your favorite entree item? Go in and cast your ballot today. Lisa Grimm and her fine staff, they're personable and professional at the pub and restaurant. Excellent cuisine and a relaxed atmosphere. It's where good friends meet. And speaking of casting your ballot, don't forget to vote on November 7th. You first-time viewers, that'll be tomorrow. Get out there and do your duty. Cast your ballots. Vote on November 7th. First and 10. I formation behind Staub at the controls. Hands to Ricard. Ricard got about 4.
And Sight.
Standball and Sight collaborate on the stop. Zelenko has not carried the football tonight. I don't know what's going on there. Beaver got a couple. Where is satisfaction guaranteed? Where do you always find the low price? It's Walmart of Gettysburg on York Road, just east of town. Always the low price at Walmart. Open 7 days a week for your shopping convenience. Special thanks to Sally Heller and Dan Twig and all the other fine folks at Walmart of Gettysburg. 3rd and about 3. Ricard, nowhere to go. Got a couple. It's going to be 4th down.
4th down.
4th and a long yard, about 1.5 yards. My favorite place to bank should be yours too. Adams County National Bank, since 1857, serving their local communities with excellence. Punting situation, line of scrimmage at their own 43, Murrin to boot it away. Has all day. Gets a good bounce. 37 yards on the punt. No return. But you do get a return at Adams County National Bank for your banking, accounting, insurance needs, financial planning, and more. See the good folks at Adams County National Bank. Special thanks to Ron Hankey, Tom Ritter, and all the other good people at ACNB. 1st and 10, Eagles. 9:08 to go. In the half, we're still scoreless at Littlestown. Davis in the low crouch. Spar trying to get on track. He does that and more. 21 yards on the pickup for Ryan Spar. Prior to that, 3 carries for a total of 2 yards. 3rd first down for the Eagles. Tonight's game underwritten in part by Doug Kump, Bank of Hanover Mortgage Services, with over 28 years of experience. Doug's the one to see for a local quote. Call 338-3045 or stop into the York Street office. Doug Kump, Bank of Hanover Mortgage Services, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Ford, nothing. Adam DeGroft absorbed Ford like a sponge and a drop of water. So Brian Ford, I talked about him having the highest per attempt in the area. So far, 3 carries, 1 yard. That's going to hurt the average. 2nd and 10. Play action, Davis with the football. Spins out of a tackle. Oh, big hit by Armacost. And Davis able to lunge forward for about 6 yards. So Davis, the leading rusher in the contest with 3 carries, 51 yards. Ronnie Davis having a coming out session here tonight. 3rd and 4. Plenty of time. Bermudian trying to crank it up. Neither team on the scoreboard. Davis hands to Spar. Spar kept the leg drive going and picked up the 1st down. 6 yards for Spar. And the Eagles are on the move. You're watching the high school football game of the week on Adams Community Television. We're channel 10 on your Comcast dial. Davis, play action. Steps up and threw off the hands of Cameron Armacost. So Davis 0 for 3, so close to completing the early throws. That time you very nearly completed it to the wrong team. And it's 2nd and 10. Each team with a couple of turnovers. 2 interceptions by the Eagles, 2 fumble recoveries by the Bolts. McCreary to the near side. Davis almost disappears behind his center. Look out. Oh, Oh, nice job by Day. Oh, they're going to call grounding? There was a man out there. Brian Ford was out there in the flat. It went right over his head. They're going to confer on this one. Maybe he'll pick up the flag. He's going to pick it up. He's going to pick it up. And that is a big play for Bermudian. What a job by Davis.
There's a pass receiver in the area, so there's no penalty.
Joe Hansen was draped all over Davis, and Davis had the presence of mind to uncork it. The referee didn't see the receiver in the area, and they got it right. That's the main thing. They collaborated and got it right. 3 receivers to the near side. 3rd and 10. The draw, the quick hitter, fooled nobody.
6.5 minutes left in the first half. 4th down and 7.
Call Ford to give him a 3-yard pickup.
Murray on that stop.
And Ford will punt. Line of scrimmage, the Littlestown 44 trying to pin the Bolts back. Got it away.
And the punt is off. Taken by Armacross. Now to the 21-yard line, 22-yard line. Adam Smith on the tackle for the Eagles.
Bermudian Springs has an Adam Smith, so does New Oxford. There's Smiths everywhere. Delone Catholic has Luke Smith. Adam and Alex, of course, on New Oxford. Tim Smith on Southwestern. Jesse Smith on Southwestern. And Adam Smith here. You yell out the name Smitty, you might draw a crowd. So Zelenko in there now. And Zelenko, well, that's where he's been. So you can only speculate when he sits out the first quarter and a half that maybe there's some issues there, but you know, who knows? I don't know. I'm not even going to get into that. Nearly 10 yards for Zelenko on his first carry. He certainly appeared healthy, giving them a jolt of what they need. 9 yards out of the box. They're going to measure. Was it 9 or 10? And he's just a little short. So 9.9 for Brian Zelenko on his first carry of the night. It'll be 2nd and inches now if you're the Green Bay Packers of vintage Bart Starr, Boyd Dowler. You do play action and throw the bomb. It's a perfect situation for that. But the last time Ricard threw the bomb, it was picked off. High formation behind Ricard. 2nd and inches. They pitch it. Halfback option. Beaver lets it fly. Armacost. Oh, still bobbled. It was up for grabs. Beaver threw it a long way. And Armacost looked like he had a step on the defense. Ball slightly underthrown, and now it's, you gotta like the call though. It's 3rd and inches, and you got Zelenko in there now. I mean, he's certainly a likely candidate to be able to pick up inches.
Ricard, the ball carrier.
Oh, Ricard got it himself. 7 yards.
Sam ball on the tackle.
4th first down for the Thunderbolts. A lot of action, but no score. Under 5 minutes to go in the half. Play action. Deflected by Spar. Tried to get it to the tight end, Nate Murrin. And it's 2nd and 10 with 4:46 to go here in the half. Now Zelenko comes off. Ricard takes his place. They fake the pitch and hand it off.
No gain on the play. 4th down. And 9.5.
That was Cody Myers on the carry. No gain.
Mundo and Sight on the tackle.
So it's 3rd and 10. Clock ticking with 4:20 to go in the half. Week 10. It's been a pleasure bringing you this 2006 high school football season. Ricard. Complete to Hegarty. 1st down yardage. Hegarty's a sure-handed receiver. 13 yards for Hegarty.
Long with Robert. Little under 4 minutes left in the first half. 1st and 10 both at the 46-yard line.
They pitch it to Beaver. Myers out in front. Beaver down the sideline. 1st down and more.
At the 30-yard line.
16 yards for Corey Beaver. 1st and 10.
Both on the move.
They set the chains and restart the clock. And I guess you got it. Well, did he get out of bounds? They didn't restart the clock. 3:39 to go. Slot to the near side. Play action. Ricard. Oh, Lockman had him and he got away. Oh, all the way near the 22-yard line. Chad Lockman had him wrapped up for an 8-yard loss. Instead, he turns it into an 8-yard gain.
9-yard gain, 2nd down for an 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Beaver falls forward for the 1st down. There's a flag. And it's going to go against unsportsmanlike conduct against the Thunderbolts. That hurts because Beaver had picked up the 1st down.
Going to call from 15 yards.
It's a 1st down though, so give Beaver the rushing yardage.
Ball comes back to the 33-yard line.
First and 10, Thunderbolts, but the infraction cost them 15 yards. At the Bermudian 33, 3 minutes to go in the half. Play action, Ricard, throwback, short. Oh, that time Lockman and Reber were in his face. Ricard just 1 of 4 for 13 yards and an interception.
That ball was tipped by Reber.
And maybe Zelenko isn't healthy because he looked like the last time he came off the field he kind of was hobbled. So we'll give the young man the benefit of the doubt. Hopefully he'll be good to go in the second half. Ricard tucks it down and runs. Got about 8 more.
Not quite, but close.
So you take away that 25-yard loss when he had to fall on the football, and he's got 55 yards on the ground. Unfortunately, the totals are more pedestrian when you factor in that big drop. Beaver keeps the legs moving. He might have a first down.
First down. Over 2 minutes left. Clock is moving.
Bolts have been moving the football, but they have no timeouts left. First and 10. Beaver to about the 15. Call it the 14. He got 7. Corey Beaver, 7 carries, 38 yards. No huddle. Timeout, Bermudian. Well, this may help the Thunderbolts. 2nd and 3 with 1:47 to go. The ball's at the Bermudian 14. We'll take a timeout as well.
1 minute.
Here we go.
Second down and 3.
Whoa, Zelenko. Oh no, that was Cody Myers. Correction.
Myers, the ball carrier, Cody Myers.
And they're going to measure.
Timeout, no measurement.
A 1:34 to go in the half of a scoreless game. The winner wins the York Area Interscholastic Athletic Association Division III title. 9 first downs for Littlestown, only 4 for Bermudian. So we'll see what kind of adjustments the Eagles can make at the half. Right now, their focus is defense, trying to keep the Thunderbolts out of the end zone. 1st and 10 at the 11. Clock running. 1:20 to go. Play action. Ricard hit hard by Lockman and stayed in bounds. He spun around and got maybe a yard. Rebert in there as well on the tackle. So those early timeouts could be a factor here. 2nd and 10 from the 11. Play action. Ricard rolling left. Throws it short. Short armed it. Really didn't get extension, but it did stop the clock. 3rd and 10.
With a chance for a first down on the 1-yard line.
52 seconds to go. And they're definitely in Charlie Hunt field goal territory. These teams meeting for the 3rd consecutive year with the title on the line. Littlestown seniors 17-0 to this point. Bermudian seniors 15-2. The only losses to Littlestown. 3rd and 10. Short drop. Ricard puts it up for grabs. Incomplete.
4th down and 10.
And they might put in Charlie Hunt here. Here he comes. Charlie Hunt, the hero of 2005, his first ever career field goal attempt was the winning kick in last year's 9-7 defeat of Bermudian. As Coach Defoe said, we did everything but win the game. And Charlie Hunt tees it up at the 17. It'll be a 27-yard field goal attempt. Luke Ricard is the holder. And the kick is good. Charlie Hunt, shades of 2005. 27-yard field goal was a line drive. Riekert didn't get the snap down right away. Hunt had to spin his wheels, but when he connected, it was true. Just hooked over the crossbar in the lower left-hand corner, and it's 3-0 Littlestown. And if you're Coach Defoe, you probably are willing to take that and just be thankful they didn't get in the end zone when they had the momentum going. Charlie Hunt, the senior, with another meaningful field goal against Bermudian. Nothing Littlestown. Special thanks to Jake Slagle, the athletic director here, and high school principal Brian Meckley.
And Smooth back.
Charlie Hunt to kick it off.
Hunt to kick off.
Short kick taken by Clint Kramer at the 34. He's running east-west. He's got to start thinking about north-south. Oh! That'll teach him. North-south, young man. North-south. Matt Helm on a heat-seeking mission. Upended Kramer. You're a tight end. You're not a running back. What's he doing? And he ran about 30 yards for a net return of 0 and paid the price. 34 seconds to go. They hand it off to Spar. Spar gets outside. Armacost stood him up, and now Littlestown drives him out of bounds. Pickup of 11 and a first down.
25 seconds left.
Spar now 6 carries for 40 yards. And you just get the feeling that Ryan Spar is capable of having a big second half. He kind of fumbled, he did fumble, coughed it up on one of his early carries, and had a slow start here, but let's see what happens. 25 seconds left. Again, they go, same play. Spar again, same result. Another 9-10 yards. That took 5 seconds. Then he got 9 yards. So Coach Defoe sees something he likes over there on his right side. 2nd and a yard at the Littlestown 44 with just 20 seconds to go. They pitch it. Spar. Oh, Matt Helm, secret agent man. Zelenko was out there as well. Timeout Bermudian. No gain, Ryan Spar. And it's 3rd and a yard. John Dentler, one of the linemen, was trying to get out and run interference for Spar, but unable to get there, and the Bolts loaded up defensively and tackled Spar for a loss. Timeout, Eagles, 12 seconds to go. We'll pause. 3rd and a yard as Coach Defoe heads for the sideline. Will they put it up? Kramer split to the near side. Has a height advantage over Matt Helm in coverage. Davis lays it up for him. And Kramer over the top. To about the 2-yard line with 3 seconds to go. Do they have a timeout left? I think they do.
There's a flag on the play.
That's a penalty on the defense. It should be okay. That stops the clock, John. It's a penalty on the defense.
40 yards. You saw that mismatch. Kramer made the great grab.
The clock stopped. The clock stopped.
Personal foul. Against Littlestown. Ball's on the 3-yard line.
First and goal at the 4. And they spike it with 1 second to go. And are they going to go try to match field goal for field goal? I think I saw a T. Can they use the T in high school? I don't know. Maybe somebody's gloves. So this would be the equivalent of an extra point for Tyler Deputy. Yeah, he spots the T. Deputy to attempt the field goal. And it's good. A 20-yard field goal as time expires. And we are tied at 3. We'll return with the second half here on the ACTV High School Football Game of the Week. Hunt to kick it off after the teams have returned from the locker room. 3-3 as we start the third quarter. High bounce taken by one of the upbacks, Cody Wagner. So it'll be excellent field position for the Eagles as they start the third quarter, 1st and 10 at their own 40. A pair of field goals in the last minute of the half. And we're no closer to deciding this thing than we were at the outset. Unbalanced line by the Eagles. Spar tries to get to the edge, and he does. Lowers the shoulder and picks up 7 tough yards.
Along with Judah.
Second and 3. Spar driving for the first down and more. Big surge, and there's a flag down in the backfield. Backfield in motion. First penalty of the night against the Eagles. 5-yarder.
We got a ticket winner for the Afghans. Winning ticket for the Afghans. 799.
Second and 8.
799 840. Ticket for the Afghans. Pick it up at the concession stand, the winning Afghan.
Uh-oh, Davis. Oh, Are they calling that a fumble, or was his arm going forward? Was his arm, is it the tuck rule? Incomplete pass. And the Eagles got a break. They definitely got a break. Thunderbolt faithful thought there was a fumble, but the arm was going forward. An ill-advised attempt to pass the ball. As it turns out, he avoids the sack, and it's 3rd and 8. Ford hustles off to the sideline. Jacob Steimer split to the far side. Unbalanced line. Spar got about 3, and that's it. And it looks like the Eagles will have to punt.
4th down and 5.
So the one little wrinkle that I've seen so far is Bermudian has gone to the unbalanced line, and unfortunately that penalty really threw them out of sync. It looked like they might have started to get something going. As it is, it's 4th and 5. Line of scrimmage, their own 45. High snap. Ford gets the kick away. Armacost out to the 36. Face mask. Armacost caught the ball in traffic, and apparently in warding off, he must have gotten into somebody's grill, because the flag's going to go against the Bolts from the spot of the foul. It'll be, let's see.
In the game.
10-yarder.
First and 10, put it up on the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 20. Just underway here in the 3rd quarter. Opening possession of the half for the Bolts. Beaver, nothing.
2nd down.
Serving our local community since 1849. That's 149 years, my friend. It's Adams County National Bank. For all your banking, accounting, insurance, financial planning needs, and more. At ACNB, their commitment is you. They do it all for you at ACNB. Thank you so much for your support. 2nd and 10 after Beaver got nothing on 1st down. Play action. Ricard is going to tuck it and run. Got outside and got the 1st down. 12 yards on the carry for Luke Ricard. Family owned and operated since 1958. It's Kenny's Market. Stores to serve you in Tawnytown, Spring Grove, Gettysburg, and right here in Littlestown. Special thanks to PK and Sherry Hoover and all the good folks at Kenny's Market. Fresh food, friendly folks at Kenny's. Don't forget your preferred customer card. It's your passport to a world of savings. 1st and 10 out of the gun. Ricard to run. Big yardage. Sipe finally knocks him down, but not before Ricard picks up 10 yards and a 1st down. 52 yards for Ricard. 11 1st downs for the Bolts. Ricard shaken up. He'll go to the sideline. Jordan Staub will take at least the snap. 9:10 to go in the 3rd. Looking to buy or sell real estate, or maybe need some real estate appraised. Only one man to call, Jeff Schaefer of RE/MAX, 338-0881. Nobody sells more real estate worldwide than RE/MAX, and nobody sells more real estate right here in Adams County than Jeff Schaefer and RE/MAX. Jeff Schaefer of RE/MAX. RE/MAX. He's an outstanding agent, outstanding results. High formation behind Staub. He pitches it to Beaver.
Beaver around the left side when the clock's still running.
Mitchell Highlands stacked it up. Stanball finished it off. Beaver got about 3. 9 carries, 41 yards for Corey Beaver. Call it a 4-yard gain. 2nd and 6, 8 minutes and change. Here in the third, we're tied at 3. York area Division III title on the line. Ricard. A lot of east to west. Finally takes it up for maybe a yard. Rebert in on the stop along with Paul LaRue.
Mike Rebert on the tackle.
Where to go after the game or for lunch or dinner 7 days a week? How about the pub and restaurant, Lincoln Square in Gettysburg? Victuals, libations galore. What's your favorite entree item? Go in and cast your ballot today. Excellent cuisine and a relaxed atmosphere. Lisa Grimm and her fine staff, they're personal and professional at the pub and restaurant. Open 7 days a week on Lincoln Square in Gettysburg. It's where good friends meet. Ricard flips it up. Oh, and Highlands very nearly picked it off, batted it up in the air. And the Bolts will have to punt. Where do you find low prices every day? Where is satisfaction guaranteed? It's Walmart of Gettysburg on York Road, just east of town. Open 7 days a week for your shopping convenience. Shop until you drop at Walmart. Special thanks to Dan Twigg, Sally Heller, and all the good folks at Walmart of Gettysburg. Line of scrimmage, the 47. Murrin, high kick, but short. And they'll down it at the 21. 30-yard, 32-yard punt for Murrin. So Bermudian starts at its own 21. First and 10, Eagles with 7:01 to go in the third. Motion man to the near side. Davis cuts it up and gets positive yardage to about the 27. Pickup of 6 yards. 4 carries, 57 yards for Ronnie Davis. 2nd and 4. Tonight's game underwritten in part by Doug Kump, Bank of Hanover Mortgage Services. With over 28 years of experience, Doug Kump's the man to call for a mortgage quote today. Give him a call, 338-3045, or stop into the York Street Gettysburg office. Doug Kump, Bank of Hanover Mortgage Services, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Unbalanced line. Dave, he's lucky he didn't pitch that one. Could have turned it over. He had to eat the football. Good penetration by the Thunderbolt defense. And for the first time tonight, Davis loses yardage. Loss of a yard. It'll be 3rd and about 5. Under 6 minutes to go in the third. Steimer to the far side. Davis throws it up for grabs. Incomplete. That was a dangerous, dangerous pass. Both quarterbacks courting disaster with some of these heaves. Looks like quail hunting season. A lot of wounded ducks being thrown up in the air, and Davis was lucky that one didn't get picked off. 4th and 5. Eagles will have to punt it away. This continues to be a defensive struggle. Line of scrimmage at the 26. Bolts should get excellent field position. Again, a high snap. Low kick. Taken at the 40 by Ricard.
And Ricard gets out to the 48-yard line. By the way, number 72.
Chad Lockman in on the stop, so the Thunderbolts do have excellent field position at their own 48-yard line. 5:17 to go in the third. Paul Plank and Jeff Cook bringing you the high school football game of the week here on ACTV. We're Adams Community Television, Channel 10 on your Comcast dial. Jordan Staub now in the slot, and they pitch it to Beaver. Beaver with the leg drive. Got about 6. Beaver's been productive tonight. 10 carries, 48 yards. 2nd and 4. Under 5 minutes now to go in the third. Don't forget our live shows every Monday night at 6. I'll be your host along with the wise one, Buddha, Tom Six's Sports Chat. Riekert running the line of scrimmage, and there's Sipe to drag him down. Brett Sipe sniffed it out and dropped Riekert for a 1-yard loss. 3rd and 6.
3rd down and 6.
Neither team able to get much going in the first half, and the theme continues here in the second half. 3rd and 6. Timeout, Littlestown. 4:05 to go in the third. We'll take a TO as well. That was Littlestown's first timeout. They have 2 left. A 3-3 game here with 4:05 to go in the third. 3rd and 6. Got about 2 yards.
4th down.
Who carried the ball? I couldn't even tell who carried it.
4th down, about 4 to Littlestown on the 45-yard line of the Eagles.
I gave it to Riekert. I wasn't sure who carried that ball. 4th and 4, and the Bolts are going to punt. Injured player is Zach Fair. 3:44 to go in the third. Nate Murrin will punt it. Line of scrimmage is the 45 of Bermudian. Derek Mummert and Adam Stroop deep for the Eagles. Murrin. Oh, it's blocked! It's blocked! Chad Lockman on the block, and he recovers it. Murrin was taking his sweet time, took like a couple of extra steps, and had the kick blocked.
On the 30-yard line, following good boat.
Punt by Chad Lockman, and then he fell on it. First and 10, Bermudian at the Littlestown 44, and they whistle it.
Timeout, Bermudian.
Their formation was in disarray, and Coach Defoe burned one of his timeouts. So each team, 2 TOs left. Could be a factor down the stretch. 3:25 to go in the third. We'll pause. First and 10, Eagles. Seth Hoffman split to the far side. They go inside to Spar. Big gain for about 8 yards.
was out to 37.
Davis Strine, the 6'3", 315-pound tackle, in on the stop, called 6 yards for Spar. 11 carries, 65 yards. Spar starting to get on track. And Brian Ford is not in the backfield. Spar cuts inside and gets the first down. 9 yards for Spar. And the yardage starting to come in chunks. Player down, it's Ryan Spar, and they can ill afford to lose him. Maybe landed on the football. Looked like maybe he got the wind knocked out of him. So we'll give him a moment or two to repose himself. 1st and 10 Eagles. 2:46 to go in the third. Third quarter brought to you by Adams County National Bank, Kenny's Market, Jeff Schaefer of Remax, the Pub and Restaurant, Walmart of Gettysburg, and Doug Kump, Bank of Hanover Mortgage Services. 3 receivers to the far side. Davis hands it off to Brian Ford, who gets absolutely nothing. Adam DeGroff had him in his clutches, and maybe half a yard for Ford. Spar right back out there, and you hear the reaction of the Bermudian Springs faithful. So Ford very generously 5 carries for 5 yards. Thunderbolts not letting Ford get to the edge. He's got the speed, but they've kept him in check so far tonight. Under 2 minutes to go in the third. Ryan Spar, he's back. Looked like 11 yards and another first down. First and 10 Eagles at the Thunderbolt 20.
Left in the third quarter.
90 seconds to go in the period.
Oh, God, Seth. What is he doing?
Flag on the play.
Backfield in motion for the second time this half. It's been very detrimental to the Eagles' cause.
First down, 15.
We want to go spread 9:32 down.
Buck 18 to go. Here in the third quarter. We're tied at 3, Eagles on the move. Slot to the far side. Spar, there's very nearly handed the ball to 2 players at the same time. And Spar got about 6 yards. 14 carries, 91 yards for Ryan Spar.
15 in the ball game now.
2nd and 10.
55 moved that to D now. That's 28 there.
Spar dived forward for a couple.
I like
Third down.
Okay, let's talk about
9-7.
Third and about 7 yards to go.
Okay, then we need to get Brian back in the game.
And it could be, maybe we'll have another field goal attempt here if the Eagles can't convert this. They're in, and that'll do it. 3 quarters in the books. Crucial third down coming up for the Eagles when we return here on ACTV.
What?
Well, we'll see the approach of the Eagles. 3rd and 7. Are they in 4-down territory, or are they going to think about a Tyler Deputy field goal attempt? Davis Davis. He's looking to run the football and he's tripped up. He's able to turn the corner and got maybe a yard, but DeGroff. No gain. And it's 4th and 7.
Gain 1 yard.
No, they're going to call it a 1-yard gain.
4th and 7.
So it's 4th and 7 at the 17. Ford and Spar split behind Davis. Short drop. Fade for Clint Kramer and incomplete. Matt Helm on the coverage along with Cameron Armacost, and the Thunderbolts take over on downs.
Helm, is he turned on the drive?
Take it at their own 17. 11:09 to go in regulation. We're tied at 3. Corey Beaver with some hard running inside.
Tackled by number 4, Tyler Reed.
Beaver got 6.
2nd down and 4.
11 carries, 54 yards for Corey Beaver. I formation. They give it to the fullback. It's Cody Myers got 2.
3rd down and 2.
Yeah, Zelenko must be on the shelf with an injury. Coaches are talking to him on the sideline, so it's unfortunate for them that he's not able to be out there. 3rd and 2 for the Bolts. Beaver, 1st down and more. To the 33, a gain of 8.
Tackle made by Wagner and Sight.
Couple of D-backs making the tackle. You know there was penetration by the line that time. Tonight's game underwritten in part by Doug Kump, Bank of Hanover Mortgage Services. With over 28 years of experience, Doug's your man to call for a quote. 338-3045 or stop in at the York Street office today. Doug Kump, Bank of Hanover Mortgage Services. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Cody Myers, the ball carrier.
Cody Myers again for about 4.
2nd down and 6. Robert on the tackle.
Clock is running, ticking down near the 9-minute mark. We're tied at 3 apiece. A defensive struggle. Slot to the near side. Not much penetration. Maybe a yard or 2. Beaver on the carry.
Robert and LaRue on the tackle. 3rd down and 3.
Where do you find low prices every day? Where is satisfaction guaranteed? It's Walmart of Gettysburg, open 7 days a week for your shopping convenience. Thanks to Dan Twigg, Sally Heller, and all the good folks at Walmart of Gettysburg. Always the low price at Walmart. 3rd and 3. Slot to the near side, I formation behind Ricard. Ricard, play action, pressure. Intercepted. Intercepted. Ronald McCreary with his 2nd pick of the day.
Bermudian, 1st down. Number 22, Ron McCreary. On the interception.
And the Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the Thunderbolt 45. Third interception for Bermudian. They go to the bread and butter. Ryan Spar. Cut down by Matt Helm. Matt Helm's one tough hombre. I'm impressed by that young quarterback. He's a senior, 5'7", 160. He's been involved in a lot of defensive stops. 16 carries, 95 yards for Spar. 2nd and 8. Seven and a half to play in regulation. Spar off tackle. DeGroff tripped him up, but not before Spar got about 5 yards. And that puts him right at the 100-yard mark. 17 carries, 100 yards for Ryan Spar. Where to go after the game or for lunch or dinner 7 days a week? It's the Pub and Restaurant, Lincoln Square in Gettysburg. Victuals, libations galore. You find them all at the Pub and Restaurant. Lisa Grimmer finds staff to personable and professional at the Pub and Restaurant, Lincoln Square in Gettysburg. It's where good friends meet. Spar again, all the way to the 30-yard line. A gain of 8 and a 1st down. Ford for a couple.
Picks up a couple yards. 2nd down and 8. Hanson and DeGroff on the tackle.
6 carries, 7 yards for Brian Ford.
34's out. 34's down. We got to chip. Okay, let's talk here. Okay, that's their other DM now.
That's Zelenko. You can see he's hurting. So he didn't even play on offense until the 2nd quarter, and obviously he's coming off the field now. So that hurts the Bolts, not having Brian Zelenko, one of their leading rushers and big play stopper on defense.
Big boys suck. Big boy's going to stay on your side.
2nd and 8.
But he is really sucking there.
Looking to buy or sell real estate, or maybe you need some real estate appraised. There's only one man to call, Jeff Schaefer of Remax, 338-0881. Nobody sells more real estate worldwide than Remax, and nobody sells more real estate in Adams County than Jeff Schaefer and Remax. He's an outstanding agent, outstanding results. 2nd and 8, unbalanced line. Spar dancing, twisting, spinning for about 4.
3rd down and 5.
3rd and 5 from the 25. Eagles probably in 4-down territory now. 5:20 to go in regulation.
A little over 5 minutes left in this game.
Coach Defoe would probably like nothing better than to just keep it on the ground, run out the clock, and have Ryan Spar plunge it in from the 1 with no time left. Spar, quick hitter, right up the middle. Great surge to the 20, to the 18. 8 yards and another 1st down. 20 carries, 120 yards. Adam DeGroff is down, so the Thunderbolts dropping like flies here in the 4th quarter. They're losing their run stoppers, and Ryan Spar, his straight ahead hard charges style might have something to do with that. And Now DeGroff's going to hobble off. 4:58 to go. Tyler Zittle takes the spot of Adam DeGroff. So Zelenko and DeGroff both out as a result of injuries. Thunderbolts depleted. 1st and 10 Eagles at the 18 of Littlestown. Under 5 minutes to go. The league title on the line. Spar inside the 15 to the 14. Zittle got in on the play.
Smith on the tackle.
Pickup of 3.
Ball the ball carrier.
2nd and 7.
You might want to close down the splits a little bit.
Rebert over center. Davis the direct snap. Power I formation. Full house. 2 tight ends. Spar up the gut. Got about 3 more.
Looks like you're going to have about 4 yards left. I like that.
3rd down 4.
Family owned and operated since 1958. It's Kenny's Market. Stores to serve you in Spring Grove, Tawnytown, Gettysburg, and right here in Littlestown. Friendly folks, fresh food. You find it all at Kenny's Market. Special thanks to PK and Sherry Hoover and all the good people at Kenny's Market. Don't forget your preferred customer card. It's your passport to a world of savings. Power eye again. Davis looking to turn the corner to the 10, to the 5, to the 2-yard line. 10 yards for Ronnie Davis. And it's going to be 1st and goal. Bermudian.
On the stop.
This is on the 1 yard line, on the 2 yard. 12 out of the ball game.
3:22 to go. Davis must have gone out of bounds. Ryan Spar out of the eye. Brett Sipe, the lead blocker. Spar fumbled the football. He fumbled the football, and the Thunderbolts fell on it. And it's a touchback. They'll get it at their own 20. Spar went into the end zone, but he didn't have the football. His 2nd fumble of the night, and it couldn't have come at a more inopportune moment. So the Thunderbolts league title hopes very much alive. 1st and 10 at the 20. Nothing doing. Beaver lost the yard. Armacost in with a call from the sideline. It'll be 2nd and 11. Clock running under 3 minutes to go. 3-3. It looked like Littlestown's goose was cooked. And they're still alive. Beaver on the toss sweep. Stretches out to the 23. Got about 4 yards. It'll be 3rd and 7. And if you're Coach Lippy, you almost hate to put it up. Already 3 interceptions. Since 1849, it's Adams County National Bank serving our local communities for all your banking, insurance, accounting, financial planning needs, and more. At ACNB, they do it all for you. Their commitment is you at ACNB. Special thanks to Ron Hankey, Tom Ritter, and every good person at Adams County National Bank. 3rd and 7. Oh, he didn't get it off in time. It was is there a timeout? Timeout, Littlestown. They've got one left. 1:51 to play. We'll pause. The season on the line. 3rd and 7.
3rd down, 7 for the Boats.
Ricart. Incomplete, intended for Haggerty. He had 3 Eagles surrounding him.
4th down.
And the Bolts will have to punt. The last time they had it blocked.
Strength tonight. Good win for Trinity.
Line of scrimmage at their own 23-yard line. Bermudian deep to receive the kick. Another line drive kick. And this gets a bold bounce. 39 yards with the roll for Nate Murrin. 1:34 to go in regulation. Bermudian with the football. Both teams 5-0 in the league. The YAIAA Division III crown up for grabs. What's the deal? Ryan Spar was lined up in the slot. And that's the final timeout for Littlestown. They have no timeouts left. 1st and 10 with 1:34 to go when we return. Well, I don't think anybody wants to play for overtime. Sometimes it's the most prudent thing to do, but there's time for the Eagles as they proved they could move the ball at the end of the first half when they got a field goal. Reverse. Spar got about 4. Little inside handoff on the cross buck. Call it a 5-yard gain for Spar.
And 6. Little over 1 minute.
1:10 to go. 2nd and 6. Spar again off the right side. Looking for atonement. Got about 3 yards.
Rough and Helms on the tackle.
3rd and 3. Under 50 seconds. Straight ahead, Spar, 1st down. Got about 7. Timeout Bermudian with 36 seconds to go. 1st and 10, Eagles when we return. 1st and 10, 36 seconds left in regulation. Bermudian at the Littlestown 48. Seth Hoffman split to the near side. Split backs behind Davis. The give is to Spar. He's got about 5. Clock continues to tick. 24 seconds and counting. Second and 5, 14 seconds, 10 seconds. Davis threw it up, incomplete.
3 seconds left.
Matt Helm on the coverage. And there are 3 seconds left in regulation. Not much success in the passing game. We appear to be headed to overtime. 3 seconds. Third down. might as well heave it down there and see what happens. Cover like a punt. Motion man. They go conservative. Spar picked up the first down.
That is the end of regulation play.
9 yards on the carry, but that'll do it. That'll take us to overtime. We'll be back with the first OT after this pause. Our first overtime of the year in week 10. We're getting our money's worth tonight on a frigid Friday in Littlestown, as 48 minutes not enough to decide this one. They start at the 10-yard line in high school. Each team gets a crack at the end zone, and they keep going at it until this one is decided. 3-3. A pair of field goals. Charlie Hunt for Littlestown with 42 seconds left in the half, and Tyler Deputy matched that three-pointer with one of his own as time expired in the second quarter. A scoreless second half. And it looked like Bermudian was going to end it. First and goal at the 2. They hand it to their workhorse, Brian Spar. He dove over the line. Only one problem, he didn't have the football. And it ended up in the end zone, recovered by Littlestown for a touchback. They end up getting it to overtime. So, senior night in Littlestown, a memorable one. It's a cliche to say, too bad somebody has to lose this game. That's always the case, but both teams have really battled out here tonight. Bermudian probably has the advantage in yardage, but some valiant performances by the Bolts, Ricard and Beaver, very effective running the football. Ryan Spar, 28 carries, 154 yards, but 2 fumbles, none more costly than the last one at the goal line when it looked like Bermudian had the game won. Bermudian will start on offense, and it's imperative that Ryan Spar hold on to the football. He's already fumbled twice tonight. You know his number's going to be called. First and 10 at the 10. The clocks are off. We're in overtime. Clint Kramer shifts to the far side, unbalanced line. Spar pulls his way to about the 3.
Down to the 5.
Called a 6-yard gain.
Second down and 4.5.
Second and goal from the 4. Adam Smith in with a play from the sideline. Ford and Spar, the running backs. Ronnie Davis, the quarterback. Again, it's Spar. Close to the goal line, to the 1.
Inside the 1.
And look for Spar to get it again. 30 carries, 163 yards for Ryan Spar. Third down and about a foot to go. Well, you know they're going to give it to Spar. You would think so anyway. He's the deep back in the eye. And they go Davis, and he's in. Davis on a 1-yard sneak. Good call by the coaching staff, with everyone in the house expecting Spar to get it. Davis with the QB sneak. And Bermudian draws first blood in the overtime with a 1-yard touchdown run by Ronnie Davis. Tyler Deputy will attempt the point after.
Kick is up, and the kicker
what they can do. They need at least a 7 spot to keep this thing alive. Chance to thank our underwriters one final time. Doug Kump, Bank of Hanover Mortgage Services. He's your man to call for local mortgages at 338-3045. Walmart of Gettysburg, where you'll always find the low price. The pub and restaurant, Lincoln Square in Gettysburg, where good friends meet. Jeff Schaefer of Remax, he's an outstanding agent. Outstanding results, 338-0881. Family owned and operated since 1958. It's Kenny's Market. Fresh food, friendly folks at Kenny's. And serving our local community since 1849. That's 147 years, my friend. Adams County National Bank. 1st and 10. Jordan Staub is at the controls. I formation. They give it to Ricard. Forward surge for about 2 yards. Rebert was hanging on from behind.
Number 55 on the tackle, Mike Rebert.
2nd and goal from the 8. They got to get it into the end zone and kick the point to force a second overtime. I formation. On the counter, they go to Ricard. Got about a yard. So it's 3rd and goal from the 7. 10-3 Bermudian in overtime. The Bolts need a 7 spot to keep it alive. YAIA Division III title on the line. Bermudians already punched a ticket to districts. Littlestown could do likewise if they can win here tonight. Ricard to the end zone. Touchdown, Cameron Armacost. Extra point attempt coming up. Charlie Hunt already has a field goal tonight. Timeout. Littlestown. Are they going to talk about going for 2? I don't know. We'll see when they, after the timeout. It's 10-9 right now. Will Littlestown kick the point and send it to a second overtime, or will they go for 2? Well, Charlie Hunt's still on the field. I think he just wants to make sure they have their protection mapped out and nobody comes shooting through there for the block. So extra point attempt coming up. Charlie Hunt. Ricard is the holder. So beware. Is good. So we go to the second overtime, and the tension builds. I think they go to the other end of the field, or I don't know if they go. We'll see. We did go to triple overtime. I think they just stay at that one end. As I recall, when Gettysburg and Mechanicsburg went triple overtime in the district playoffs, they just stayed at the west end of the stadium in New Oxford. So it looks like they're just going to camp down there until this one gets decided. Clutch throw by Luke Ricard. He really had problems throwing the football. And what a clutch reception by Cameron Armacost to keep the season alive. And this time the Bolts start on offense. First and 10 at the 10. Second overtime. Straight ahead, Ricard for 2. Second and goal from the 8. Littlestown starts the second overtime. We're tied at 10. Play action. Ricard again looking for Armacost. Stacked up inside the 5 on the scramble. See where they spot it. Looks like it's about the 3-yard line. Third and goal from the 3. Armacost to the sideline. Now it's the Eagles who burn a TO. 10-10 in the second overtime. Something's got to give. We'll take a TO as well. Third and goal from the 3. Jordan Staub is in there at a split end. Hegarty flanked to the near side. Ricard, play action. Complete. Cody Myers in the end zone. 16-10. Charlie Hunt in there again for another extra point attempt.
Charlie Hunt, here comes the one apple.
Kick is good. Now Bermudian needs a 7 spot to continue their season. Well, their season will continue, but to continue their aspirations for a league title. Bermudian first and 10 at the 10. First and goal at the 10, I should say. 17-10 Littlestown. It sounds like a higher scoring game than it was. 3-3 at the end of regulation. Bermudian first and goal at the 10. Split backs behind Ronnie Davis. LaRue in motion. They go to Spar. He's got about 4 tough yards.
How about
Second and goal from the 6. The clocks are turned off. We're in the second overtime. Smith to the far side. LaRue flanked to the near. LaRue in motion. Davis to the 2, and he fumbled. What happened? Did Bermudian recover? Touchdown. Fumble recovery in the end zone by LaRue. Oh my.
There's a fumble. The ball went into the end zone and Bermudian jumped on it for the touchdown. I think.
17-16, Deputy will try to send it into the third overtime. And it's good. Pressure coming down on these kickers is awesome, and they've responded. 17-17. We're headed to a third overtime. We'll be right back with a triple OT. Now it's Bermudian's turn in the triple, in the third overtime. Unbalanced line. Spar to the end zone, untouched. Touchdown.
Where's that been over?
32 carries, 177 yards for Ryan Spar. Deputy with the all-important point.
This is up, and the kicker is good.
And it's good. Now it's Littlestown's turn. 24-17 Bermudian as Littlestown shot in the third overtime. They need a touchdown +1 to keep it going. The toss. Beaver got maybe a yard. Closed very quickly. Stanball in on the stop.
We're about a half yard.
Second and goal from the 9. League title on the line. Littlestown needs a win to qualify for the district playoffs and avoid a 5-5 finish. Haggerty's the receiver to the far side. Play action, bootleg, Ricard. He caught it, but he was bobbling it, and he's ruled out of bounds. Nice effort by Corey Haggerty. And it comes to third down.
Timeout, Littlestown.
Littlestown, big third down when we return. Third and goal from the 9. Littlestown has to get it into the end zone or the game is over. Ricard rolling to his right. Armacost is driven out of bounds. Got about 4 yards. It'll be 4th and 5. They need to go for it.
Out of bounds at about the 6-yard line.
Timeout, Littlestown.
Timeout. Armacost on the catch.
4th and 6. The league title and perhaps the entire season on the line. And now Bermudian, it's a chess match. Bermudian calls a timeout. They wanted to see the formation and they want to make sure they have the proper defense called. We'll pause. There'll be no more timeouts. The season lives or dies on this play for Littlestown. 4th and goal at the 6. Beaver in motion. Straight drop. Reichert to the end zone. Incomplete. Incomplete. There are no flags. There are no flags. And Bermudian is the league champion. They go to 8-2 on the season. The crestfallen Thunderbolts to 5-5. And for the first time since joining the league 3 years ago, the Eagles sports fans. Good night, everybody.